Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Let us begin with Mangalacharan prayers. Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Namaham Vishnupadaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Shrimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देश तारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय वरान् विभो त्वद् वरदेश्वराद्भुतः कथं वृणीते गुणविक्रियात्मनां येनारकाणामपि सन्ति देहिनां तानीश कैवल्यपते वृणेन च स उत्तमश्लोकमहन्मुखच्युतो भवत्पदाम्भोजसुधाकणानिलः स्मृतिं पुनर्विस्मृततत्त्ववर्त्मनां कुयोगिनां नो वितरत्यलं वरैः यत्पादपङ्कजपलाशविलासभक्त्या कर्माशयं ग्रथितमुद्ग्रथयन्ति सन्तः तद्वन्नरिक्तमतयो यतयोऽपि रुद्ध स्रोतो गणास्तमरणं भज वासुदेवम् यैरिदृशी भगवतो गतिरात्मवाद एकान्ततो निगमिभिः प्रतिपादिता नः तुष्यन्त अदभ्रकरुणा स्वकृतेन नित्यं को नाम तत्प्रतिकरोति विनोदपात्रम् यावत्ते मायया स्पृष्टा भ्रमाम इह कर्मभिः तावद् भवत्प्रसङ्गानां सङ्गः स्यान् नो भवे भवे यथा तरोर्मूलनिषेचनेन तृप्यन्ति तत्स्कन्धभुजोपशाखाः प्राणोपहाराच्च यथेन्द्रियाणां तथैव सर्वार्हणमच्युतेज्या दयया सर्वभूतेषु सन्तुष्ट्या येन केन वा सर्वेन्द्रियोपशान्त्या च तुष्यत् आशु जनार्दनः हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे. Dear devotees, by the mercy of Srila Prabhupada and Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, we are continuing our study of Grandhara Srimad Bhagavatam as part of our Bhakti Vaibhava course. And today we are going to do Sri Ganeshaya Namaha of chapter 16 of the fourth canto. Text 1. So Srimad Bhagavatam 4.16.1. Shri Maitreya Uvacha इति ब्रुवाणं नृपतिं गायका मुनिचोदिताः तुष्टुस्तुष्टमनसस्तद्वाग अमृतसेवया. Translations and purports by our beloved revered founder Acharya, His Divine Grace, Shri Srimad Abhay Charana Ravinda Bhakti Vedanta Swami Maharaj, Srila Prabhupada, Jagadguru Srila Prabhupada ki jai. May Srila Prabhupada be pleased with our humble, feeble attempts at honoring him by trying to carefully study his books, his translations, and his Bhakti Vedanta purports. Hare Krishna. The great sage Maitreya Muni continued, while King Prithu thus spoke, the humility of his nectarian speeches, tad vag amrita, humility of his nectarian speeches pleased the reciters very much. Then again, they continued to praise King Prithu highly with exalted prayers as they had been instructed by the great sages. Hare Krishna. So, dear devotees, the prasanga is that the world was greatly suffering because Maharaj Vain was a very wicked, irreligious king. He was killed by the Brahmanas just with their hunkar. After he was killed, instead of things getting better, things took a turn for the worse because now there were many Venas in the kingdom. All the thieves and rogues, they started causing disturbances in the society. And we discussed how material solutions in this material world can actually, the solutions can make the problem worse. And this is a classic example. Even though the Brahmanas, the Munis, Rishis, their intentions were good. Intentions were good, but they got viparit. They got a result that was undesirable, not something they expected. And that is what happens in the material world. Now, when Maharaj Prithu appeared from the churning of the arms of the dead body of King Vena, who had preserved that dead body in special oils? Raise your hand. Yes, Satyarupa Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Vena's mother, Sunita.
Who?
Sunita, Vena's mother.
Sunitha. Yes, I heard Suniti. Sunitha. She preserved. And when Maharaj Prithu appeared, all the sages and rishis, they understood that he is a Amsha avatar of Bhagwan. Janani Mataji, how did the Munis and Rishis and Brahmanas come to know that Maharaj Prithu is a Amsha avatar of Bhagwan?
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Prabhuji, it was written in the scriptures. The signs of his, the signs that were there on his hands and feet.
Very good. There were auspicious markings like Shankha Chakra on his palms and soles. Seeing these divine signs, and also, like Janani Mataji rightly pointed out, Prithu Maharaj was mentioned in the Shastra. He was mentioned by the sadhus, the great say, Guru Sadhu Shastra. They mentioned that he is a Amsha avatar. So the Brahmanas, they understood, and the bards were called, the Vandis were called, and they started Suta, Magadha, and Vandis. They are the professional reciters, professional prayers, professional glorifiers. They started glorifying King Prithu with great choice poetry. And what did Prithu Maharaj do? Prananath Gopal Prabhu. When he was glorified prematurely, what did Maharaj Prithu do?
Hare Krishna Prabhu. He said that I don't deserve this because haven't done anything yet. When I do it, then probably you can glorify me. But I haven't
Excellent.
done anything yet.
Excellent. So that is where we are continuing. When Maharaj Prithu spoke thus, that please don't glorify me, what have I done? I have not done anything, I just appeared. Wait for me to do something, then your words will come true. Let your words not prove false. That is why in this verse it is said, Tad Vag Amrita Sevaya. By hearing these words of humility, which were filled with nectar, the Suta, Magadha, and Vandi, the professional bards, professional composers, reciters, and the professional prayers, they became very, very happy. That look how humble the king is. We are glorifying him, and he's saying, no, 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 don't glorify him. What have I done? I have not achieved anything yet. So, seeing the humility, these bards and Vandis, they were very much pleased. And they continued to glorify King Prithu with exalted prayers as they had been instructed to do so by the great sages. Haribol. So Maharaj Prithu is saying, don't glorify, but they kept glorifying because he was so humble. The humility of Maharaj Prithu encouraged and motivated these bards and prayers to glorify him even more. Now, here is a very, very interesting word, my dear friends. Please look at this shloka that we are studying. Tad Vag Amrita Sevaya. Focus on the last word of the shloka, Sevaya. I want to emphasize on this point here. Look how Srila Prabhupada translates the word Sevaya. Sarojanandini Mataji, do you have Bhagavatam with you? Can you tell us what is Prabhupada's translation of the word Sevaya?
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Yeah, Sevaya means by hearing.
Isn't it interesting? Normally, we see Seva means to serve. Now, here our acharyas have commented that when you get an Ayurvedic medicine, it says Sevan Vidhi. How to take this medicine? Sevan Vidhi. The instructions on the dosing and how to take it. Instruction. In an allopathic medicine, it will say instructions. But Ayurvedic medicine, it says Sevan Vidhi. How to take this medicine? So Sevan means to accept. And the best way we can serve, do seva of one's guru, is to hear the instructions. Hear the Harikatha of the guru. So that is the important point here. That the best seva we can do of our guru is to hear their instruction, hear their lectures. What disciple are we if we are not hearing Shri Guru? Because if we don't hear Shri Guru, we will not be able to follow Shri Guru. I was listening to one lecture of Srila Prabhupada this afternoon, and Srila Prabhupada was saying that the Shash Dhatu, there are 4 words that come from it. One is Shastra, Shasan, Shishya, and Shastra. All these come from the same Dhatu, same root, verbal root. So Shastra is what Lord Krishna is giving us. We have to follow Shastra. Vedanta Krit. Krishna is the creator of the Vedas. The Vedas, they are just eternal. Shabda Brahma. Tene Brahma Hridaya Ādi Gadādhara. Shabda Brahma is eternal. It comes directly from Krishna. Just like Krishna is eternal. Knowledge of Krishna, because by the Vedas, Krishna is to be known. Vedas sarvar aham eva vedya. Krishna is eternal. Therefore, knowledge of Krishna can be temporary or eternal. Radhika Prem Mataji, what do you think? If Krishna is eternal, knowledge of Krishna, which is Vedas, can it be eternal, naimittic, or is it nitya, permanent? Eternal.
It's eternal.
Yes, because Krishna is eternal. Knowledge of Krishna, the Vedas, is also eternal. So this knowledge is eternal. Shabda Brahma is eternal. So here we see that the best way we can do seva is to hear the instructions very carefully, because unless and until we hear, we cannot follow. What will we follow? So Srila Prabhupada was saying that Shastra is the first thing. One who follows the Shastra is called Shishya. And such a Shishya lives their life under the Shasan of Shastra. And when no one follows the Shastra, no one wants to be a Shishya, no one wants to be under the Shasan of Shastra, then one may use Shastra, weapon. Hare Krishna. That was the policy of Lord Ramachandra. That was the policy of Maharaj Yudhishthir, Arjun, Bhim. So the best thing a Shishya can do is to hear Shastra from Shri Guru. Because how is Shri Guru? How is Shri Guru? What is the quality of Shri Guru? Shabde pare cha nishnatam. The Guru is completely bathed, nishnat, in Shabde. Shabde means Shabda Brahma. Means a Guru is completely soaked in Shastra. That person is Guru. Guru is not someone who is charismatic. Guru is not someone who is a great orator. Guru is not someone who shows magic tricks and siddhi. Guru is that Shabde Parecha Nishnata, 11th Canto Srimad Bhagavatam. Shri Krishna gives the quality of Guru. Tasmat Gurum Prapadyeta. Therefore, we should take shelter of a Guru because Guru is Shabde Parecha Nishnatam. So we should hear Guru. Unless and until we hear from Guru, we will not understand Shastra. And if we don't understand Shastra, what will we follow? Under whose Shasan are we? So best service we can do is to hear attentively from Guru Sadhu Shastra. Last paragraph of the purport, Srila Prabhupada writes, reciters like the Suta, Magadha Bandi were confidentially aware that King Prithu was an incarnation of the personality of Godhead, Bhagavan. Although King Prithu denied such praise, he didn't want to be praised like that because he was not at that time exhibiting his godly qualities. Therefore, he didn't want to be praised. I am not exhibiting my godly qualities. Why are you praising me like this? But still, the reciters did not stop praising him. Rather, they were very pleased with King Prithu, who, although actually an incarnation of God, was so humble and delightful in his dealings with the citizens and the devotees. What do you learn from this? Raise your hand. Radha Gopinath Prabhu, what do you learn from this? Some thoughts. That the reciters are glorifying Prithu Maharaj. Prithu Maharaj is saying, no, honestly, I have not done anything. Please don't glorify me. Reserve these prayers until the time I do something meaningful. And the reciters are so pleased with the sweet words, nectar words, Vakamrit, and the humility of Maharaj Prithu that they continue glorifying him more. What do you learn about human relationships?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, Dhanavad Pranam. So this is teaching us, all right, even though these reciters are glorifying Prithu Maharaj in all his humility is saying that I am not qualified yet, but your words will be proven true when I do things. But these reciters, they have full faith in Prithu Maharaj, knowing that he is an Shakti Avesha avatar of Krishna. He will surely do something wonderful for the whole Jagat, and the words will be proved true. That's why they keep on glorifying him, because all glorification means for Krishna.
Very nice. Yes. Anybody else would like to add something? You're right, Radha Gopinath Prabhu. Very good. But there is something about human relationships that is being exhibited here. Yes, Keshav Madhav Prabhu.
Prabhuji, Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, Dhanavad Pranam. Genuine humility brings more praises than actually trying to get praises.
Very good point. What I was thinking is goodness breeds goodness. If we are nice, it will bring out the good in others. Being good breeds goodness in others also. If we are humble, if we create a culture of humility, it inspires others also to be humble. So this is very, very important lesson in this shloka, that goodness breeds goodness. We are humble, we are nice, then it just creates a culture of being nice. Last line of the purport. King Prithu's behavior was very pleasing to the reciters, and consequently the reciters continued their praise and even foretold King Prithu's future activities as they had been instructed by the sadhus and sages. A very important point. The reciters are so enthusiastic to glorify Prithu Maharaj because they have been told by Guru Sadhu Shastra that King Prithu is worth glorifying. He is incarnation of Bhagwan. That is important. Not that we whimsically choose somebody who we like and we worship. 2. Nalam vayam te Mahimanuvarnane yo deva varyo vatatara mayaya venangajatasya cha paurushani te vachas patinam api babramurdhiya. The reciters, the Suta, Magadha, and the Vandis, the reciters, the professional chanters, professional composers, professional prayers, they continued speaking to Maharaj Prithu. They said, Dear King Prithu, you are a direct incarnation of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Lord Vishnu. You are directly Dev. And by His causeless mercy, you have descended on this earth. You are a Amsha avatar of Bhagwan and you have come by the mercy of Bhagwan. Shaktavesh avatar. Therefore, it is not possible for us to actually glorify your exalted activities. We are glorifying you. We are singing your Mahima, Te Mahima, Anu Varanane. We are trying to do Varanan, describe your Mahima, your glories. And you are saying, no, 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 this is too much, don't glorify. But actually, what we feel is we are being inadequate in our glorification of you. You are saying we are offering unnecessary glorification, which is not deserved. But we feel, on the other hand, that the glorification that we are offering you is inadequate. Because you are a Shaktavesh avatar of Bhagwan, there is no limit to your Mahima. There is no limit to your glories. Therefore, it is not possible for us to actually glorify your exalted activities. Now, here is the important point. Vena anga jatasya. Although you have appeared from the body of King Vena, anga could mean the limbs. Vena anga jatasya. Jatasya means born. You are born from the limb of Maharaj Vena. From one limb, Prithu Maharaj came. And from the churning of the other limb of the dead body of King Vena, Archi came, the wife of King Prithu. Although you are Anga, Vena Anga Jatasya, you are born from the limb of the dead body of King Vena, even great orators and speakers like Lord Brahma and other demigods cannot exactly describe the glorious activities of your lordship. Hare Krishna. They cannot. Because you are incarnation of Bhagwan. Even Lord Brahma cannot glorify you adequately. The point here, my dear friends, is the origin, apparently to our vision, the origin of King Prithu Maharaj is very abominable. Imagine being born directly from the body of a sinful, atheistic, materialistic, irreligious person like King Vane. But the point here is, my dear friends, for a transcendental person, such origin does not matter. Similarly, one's guru may be an American. One's guru may be an African body, American body, Australian body. It does not matter. Shri Prithu Maharaj has appeared from the body of Vane, who was less than a Shudra by Guna and Karma. Chaturvarna Maya Shrishtam Guna Karma Vibhagash. But still, Prithu Maharaj is so pure and exalted. In fact, Prithu Maharaj is Acharya of one of the 9 limbs of Bhakti. Raise your hand and tell me which limb. Kamalapriya Mataji, it is your favorite limb. Yes. Kamalpriya, you want to guess? Which out of Navavidha Bhakti, Shravanam, Kirtan, like Shravanam is Parikshit Maharaj, Kirtanam is Shukdeva Goswami, Smaranam is Prahlad Maharaj, Pada Sevanam is Lakshmi Mata, Vandanam is Akrur, Dasyam is Hanumanji, Sakhyam is Arjun, Nivedanam is Bali Maharaj. Prithu Maharaj is the Acharya for one limb of Bhakti. Your favorite limb of Bhakti. Which limb is it?
Archanam.
Yes. Prithu Maharaj, he performed first class Archana. His wife was Archi and he did wonderful Archana. So he's the Acharya for deity worship, Prithu Maharaj. And he came from the body of King Vane. Think about it. So the point is, the origin doesn't matter. In our movement also, we have Aradhya Madhavi Mataji. Hari Bol. Har Guru Maharaj, Param Pujya, Shri Srimad Loknath Swami Maharaj, whose Vyas Puja was on Ashadi Ekadashi just 3 days ago. His Holiness Shri Loknath Swami Maharaj was born in a very wonderful Varkari Vaishnava Brahman family, very pure family, very cultured family. He was born in Pandharpur. The village is Aravade, but he was born in Pandharpur at the maternal grandmother's house in a Varkari, pure Vaishnava family, descendants of Tukaram Maharaj, Sant Shri Tukaram Maharaj. We have devotees like that. We have devotees like Shri Srimad Gaur Govinda Swami Maharaj, born in the family of descendants of Shri Narottam Das Thakur, pure devotees. From his childhood, Srila Gaur Govinda Maharaj had very, very pure upbringing. He used to play with Gopalji, do kirtans of Shri Narottam Das Thakur, village to village, sing Hare Krishna Mahamantra, was very well versed with the Bhagavad philosophy. We have spiritual masters like that. And we have spiritual masters who appeared in Paschatya Desh. And from a strictly Varnashram point of view, one may see that this birth doesn't seem like a very pious, auspicious birth. First of all, in Paschatya Desh, you ask any traditional Vaishnava Sampradaya, would they be pleased with such a birth? It may be problematic. How can we accept such a birth where in the family there is eating of beef, eating of meat? There is no Vaishnava culture in the family where the devotee took birth. And now the devotee is a spiritual master. Christian family, Jewish families in the Paschatya Desh. However, here is the example of King Prithu. He was born from the body of someone who was condemned to die because of sinful reactions, sinful activities, sinful propensities, King Vena. And yet he is glorified and accepted, which means Jai Krishna Tattva Veta Sei Guru Hai. Kiba Vipra Kiba Nyasi Shudra Kene Noy. Jai Krishna Tattva Veta Sei Guru Hai. One who is Shabde Parecha Nishnatam. One who is Nishnat. One who is very, very Nipun, Pandit in Shastra. One who has bhakti. One who can give bhakti. One who can speak about Krishna. Jare dekho tare kaho Krishna upadesh. Amara agya guru hai tara desh. That person can become a guru. It is not about birth only. Birth may aid. Birth may help. Birth may give the resources, infrastructure. But birth by itself is not a qualification. Even someone born in a Brahman family cannot perform a yajna unless that born Brahman is born again through the process of Diksha, initiation. Janmana jayate shudro, samskarat bhavet dvija. Through samskar, one becomes a dvija. Like that. So this is a very important point, that the origin, materially speaking, materially, if you look with a material vision, the origin of Prithu Maharaj is not very auspicious. But everything is very auspicious about him. So, guna karma vibhagasha. It depends on what are the qualities of the person and what are the activities of the person. Guna means quality, karma means activity. So whether one is considered a Brahman or a Shudra will depend on the qualities that person possesses. If the person is peaceful, truthful, religious, simple, straightforward, austere, the person is a Brahman. And karma, what are the activities of the person? So this is the main consideration. Purport. In this verse, the word Maya means by or causeless mercy. The Mayavadi philosophers explained the word Maya as meaning illusion or falseness. However, there is another meaning of Maya, and that is causeless mercy. Example, Shridham, Mayapur, Haribol, Mayapur, the abode of mercy, Audarya Dham. So, both the meanings are there. There are two kinds of Maya, Yoga Maya and Mahamaya. Mahamaya is an expansion of Yoga Maya, it's an offshoot of Yoga Maya. So actually, there is only one energy of Krishna, but it manifests at many. Ekoham Bahusyam. Parasya Shaktir Vividaiva Shruyate. So Mahamaya is an expansion of Yoga Maya, and both these Mayas are different expressions of the Lord's internal potencies. As stated in Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna appears through his internal potency, Atma Maya. Here also it is said that Sri Krishna appeared Avatara Mayaya Vena Anga Jatasya. He came from the body of Vena, but actually the Supreme Lord appears Atma Mayaya by his own energy, by his own internal potency. He is untouched by external potency. Prithu Maharaj, although born from the body of King Vena, who was very sinful, but King Prithu Maharaj is very, very pure. The Lord and his incarnations are fully independent and can appear anywhere and everywhere by the virtue of internal potency. Although born out of the so-called dead body of King Vena, King Prithu was still an incarnation of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Atma Maya, by the Lord's internal potency. The Lord can appear in any family. Sometimes he appears a fish. Is that glorious? To take birth from an egg for fish? And sometimes a boar, Varahadev, Varaha Avatar. That's not very glorious, but it doesn't matter. Krishna is transcendental. He's like the lotus, always above the murky water. First sentence of last paragraph. By glorifying Lord Krishna with exalted verses, one becomes purified. This is a very important point. How do we become purified? How many of us want to become purified? Hari Bol. Then we should glorify Krishna with verses from the Shastra, Srimad Bhagavatam. Krishnaya Vasudevaya, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Different verses. Vasudeve Bhagavati Bhakti Yoga Prayojita Janayati Ashu Vairagyam Jnanam Chadada Hetukam. Different Nama Sankirtanam Yasya Sarva Papa Kaler Dosha Nidhe Rajam Astiyo Eka Mahan Guna Kirtana Deva Krishnasya Mukta Sangha Param Vrajit Krishna Varanam Tvisha Krishnam Sango Pangastra Parshadam Yadne Sankirtana Prayar Janti Sume Nimna Gana Metha Ganga Devanam Achyutoyata. Should glorify Krishna with different verses. That's how we become purified. 13. अथा उदार श्रवस पृथुर्हरे कलावतारस्य कथामृता धृता यथोपदेशं मुनिभिः प्रचोदिताः श्लाघ्यानि कर्माणि वयं वितन्महि. The reciters are saying, although we are unable to glorify you adequately, we nonetheless have a transcendental taste for glorifying your activities. Hare Krishna. We cannot glorify adequately, but we have a taste for glorifying you. We shall try to glorify you according to the instructions received from authoritative sages and scholars. Whatever we have been told by the Guru Sadhu Shastra, accordingly, Muni Bhi Upadesham, how they have given Upadesh, instructed us, go, you bards, you Vandis, go and glorify King Prithu. To fulfill their instructions, we will glorify. Similarly, Shukdev Goswami has said, Kirtana Deva Krishnasya. Go and sing the Kirti of Krishna. So, we will also glorify Krishna according to our capacity, according to our ability. Even though we know we are inadequate and Krishna's glory is unlimited, we cannot really do justice to Krishna's glorification, but still, because it is Shastra Vidhi, Jare Dekho Tare Kaho Krishna Upadesh, we will glorify Krishna according to Yatha Shakti, according to our capacity, in obedience to the order of Guru Sadhu Shastra. Prabhupada said preach, so we preach. Whatever we speak, however, is always inadequate and very insignificant. Dear King Prithu, because you are a direct incarnation of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, all your activities are liberal and ever laudable. Shlaghani means they are worth glorifying. Karmani, your activities are worth glorifying. Therefore, we'll try to glorify you, even though our glorification is inadequate. Your glories are unlimited. We'll still glorify you. Such a beautiful, um, such a beautiful motivation. What is the motivation? Raise your hand. Yes, Shama Vallavi Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranams. By glorifying him, we can get purified. That is the hope.
One, what else? That's not all. Bhagavati Vasudha Mataji, what else is the motivation?
Even if we are not qualified with whatever qualification we have, we should glorify the Lord.
Good. What else? Satyaru Mataji.
The devotees might not accept our glorification, but to purify ourselves, if we glorify the devotees, that is nice.
Okay. What else? Missing an important point. Kamal Gopika Mataji.
We should glorify with the different verses of the Shastras. as you
Okay.
said.
But missing an important point. Prananath Gopal Prabhu.
We should glorify for the pleasure of the Lord.
Very good. Excellent. Very close. One more point that is missing. What is the motivation? It says here. What is the motivation to glorify? Yes, Kamala Priya Mataji.
Sadhu Guru Shastra Prabhuji.
Yes, Muni bhi prachoditah. We have been told by the Munis, sadhus, to glorify. That's why we do. Prabhupada said, chant Hare Krishna. Therefore, we chant Hare Krishna. Prabhupada said, preach. So we preach. Very good.
We have been told to do it.
Yes, we have been told to do it. Now, purport. However expert one may be, one can never describe the glories of Lord Krishna adequately. Nonetheless, those engaged in glorifying the activities of Lord Krishna should try to do so as far as possible. According to our Shakti, we should try to do. Such an attempt will please Krishna. Our attempt pleases Krishna. Not the perfection, just the attempt. Sincere attempt pleases Krishna. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has advised all his followers to go everywhere and preach the message of Lord Krishna. What is the shlok? Raise your hand. Yes, Sarojanandini Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Jare dekho tare kaho Krishna Upadesh.
Yes, Amara Agya Guru Haya Tara Idesh. Very nice. Further down, Srila Prabhupada writes, one should speak to the general populace in accordance with one's predecessors. Guru, Sadhu, Shastra. This is very important. We should preach, but we should preach according to Shastra, according to Guru, according to the Sadhus. Shastra means Srimad Bhagavatam, Srimad Bhagavad Gita. And Guru means our Diksha Guru, Shiksha Guru. And Sadhus means all the great devotees, senior devotees, our Shravan Gurus. 4. Esha dharma bhritam shrestho lokam dharmenu vartayan gopta cha dharma setunam shasta tat paripanthinam. The reciters are saying, this king, Maharaj Prithu, is the best amongst those who are following religious principles. Dharma bhritam shrestha. Dharma bhritam means those who are executing religious principles. And what is dharma? What is dharma? Raise your hand. The greatest follower of dharma, Dharma bhritam shrestha, is Prithu Maharaj. But what is dharma? That is a question. Yes, Sudevi Gopi Mataji. What is dharma?
Krishna Prabhuji, Dharmam tu Shakshat Bhagavat Pranita.
Excellent, excellent. Dharma is what Krishna says. Dharma is what Krishna says. Dharmam tu Sakshat Bhagavat Pranita. What Krishna has taught, that is dharma. And there are various levels of dharma. There is Desh Dharma, there is Deha Dharma, there is Jati Dharma, there is Kula Dharma, There is Stri Dharma, there is Purush Dharma. There are many. Dharma means our occupational duty or our duty, religious duty. That is Dharma. Our sacred duty is Dharma. And there are different levels of Dharma. But Sri Krishna says, Sarva Dharman Parityaja. If it comes to it, we have to give up all these dharmas and follow only one dharma, and that is Bhagavad Dharma, Sharanagati Dharma. Sarva Dharman Parityaja Mamekam Sharanam Vraja. Like that. But dharma is what Krishna says. Esha Dharma Vritam Shrestha. And Prithu Maharaj is the foremost among the followers of religious principles. As such, he will engage everyone in the pursuit of religious principles and give those principles all protection. This, the reciters are predicting now the future activities of King Prithu. That in the future, he will protect dharma. He will teach dharma to the citizens. He will also be a great chastiser to the irreligious and atheistic. Haribol. Shasta. Remember we discussed Shastra, Shishya, who lives under the Shashan of Guru and Shastra. And when people don't follow, then last resort is Shastra. He will also chastise the irreligious people and atheistic people. But he will be Dharma Gupta. He will protect Dharma. And Shasta, he will chastise those who are Tat Pari Panthinam, those who are against Dharma, he will chastise them. Purport. Second sentence. It is the duty of the governmental head to see that people strictly follow a religious life. This is a duty. And then Srila Prabhupada writes, a couple of lines down. Please listen very carefully. Srila Prabhupada is saying something that is very relevant in the modern context. In the name of secular government, the king or the governmental head, means prime minister, president, remains neutral because the constitution is neutral. Constitution is secular. Prabhupada says, in the name of secular government, the government heads, they remain neutral, and that allows people to engage in all sorts of irreligious activities. Is there a requirement by the government to chant Hare Krishna? No. Or to go to the place of worship and pray, kneel down, pray, whatever your faith is, whether you're Christian or follower of Islam, follower of Hinduism, follower of Judaism, Sikhism, Buddhism. But there is no requirement from the government. There is no compulsion from the government. What happens as a result? People engage in all sorts of irreligious activities because the state is neutral. It is not opposing dharma, it is not supporting dharma. So neutral. It's like a teacher saying, I'm not going to tell you to study, and I'm not going to tell you not to study. I'm neutral. What will the students do? What do you think students will do? I'm neutral. That is exactly what a government is doing. It is neutral. In such a state, people cannot be happy, despite all economic development. Now, the government will be very expert in creating economic development, but that will not make people happy. And the purpose of life is to be happy. Anandamaya Abhyasat. And people are not happy. The happiness index is going down. Last sentence, last two sentences. Srila Prabhupada writes, however, in Kali Yuga, the democratic government can be captured by Krishna conscious people. Please underline or make note of this sentence. Srila Prabhupada is saying, in this era of secularism and government that is not theological, theocratic, government that is just neutral as far as dharma, religion is concerned, things become very chaotic because people, by the influence of Kali Yuga, they degenerate to a very irreligious, atheistic level of consciousness. However, in Kali Yuga, democratic government, which is secular, can be captured by Krishna conscious people. If this can be done, the general populace can be made very happy. What Srila Prabhupada is saying is that if those who are followers of Dharma, those who are followers of Lord Krishna, if they occupy important positions in the government, then there is hope. Then there is hope. Of course, we very much respect and follow the law of the land. We respect the government. We cooperate with the government. But very humbly, we present our opinion based on the revealed scriptures and the religious preceptors that people, the population, cannot be happy without taking shelter of the Supreme Lord. Religion, dharma, is very important. And many times, because of secular governments, this is neglected. So Srila Prabhupada is saying people can be happy if in the democratic government, Krishna conscious people can play important role. So dear devotees, we have some guests at home, so I will end the class now. We only did 4 verses, and we will meet day after tomorrow, and we will go a little fast. But today we will conclude here. Thank you very much. Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. I will not be able to take any questions today, but we'll end. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Jai Jai Shri Ram.